Well, they censored my other backup channel, so I'm here now for a little bit. I only got 2 weeks in the hole on that channel, so it's all good. I'm, and I suggest you guys do this if you make enough channels. They only can on YouTube. They can only give you a certain amount of. They can only strike you for a certain amount of time. So after a while, your strikes go away. And this isn't the first time I've outwaited the strike period. If you've been on my other channels for a long time, you know that I was gone for I think like a half a year or a year at one point. That's because I was out waiting the strike periods. But anyway, I want to go ahead and jump into this next subject real quick because for some reason we have we have a group of not. I guess you can call it a group. I don't know what you call them. We have a lot of people today who actually believe that Donald Trump is for them and that he's fighting the New World Order and he's fighting the Illuminati and doing all of these things and he just can't be touched because he has some kind of divine protection, some kind of divine, uh, protection from God protects him, so that's why he can single-handedly come down in here and just swoop in and take over and get back in position and do what he's got to do and hype everybody up to defeat the NWO agenda. Now, once again, I'll say I want to show you how stupid you got to be to believe something that silly. That one man can just step on the scene because he's different, because he says something they like. And these are all people who consider to be truthers. There's this one guy who I used to share a lot of his work. He claims to be a Bill Cooper follower and a Bill Cooper listener. And he even has like a Instagram or something like that. And I don't share his stuff no more because he got mad. He was all for what I was doing until I said the truth about Trump. And it wasn't even about Trump. I started talking about how all politics are selected and not elected, which again, I thought if this guy was a Cooper follower, he would know this. But he is a huge total Trump supporter, which I don't have anything against anybody. This is another thing. I don't care about these people supporting Trump. But they are so immature and so childish when you try to tell them the truth about this man. Even though you can't go one video, one speech without this man throwing up a 666 symbol every 30 seconds apart. Every 30 seconds. Now, I didn't even want to do a video on him specifically, but now I'm going to do it because I want to get all of these people who are this brain dead, all of these airheads out of here because they actually think, again, that some politician or somebody on TV cares about them and is going to come in and be their savior or whatever. Now, I don't know about this channel because I don't really have a lot of subs, but you can watch, or if you go look at my Bill Cooper channel right now, how many subscribers I got. This is how childish these so-called adults are. Once I share this video, because it's exactly a title about him, the subs are going to drop 20 to 30 something people because they don't want the truth. Just like Mr. Truth Punch, who claims to be a Cooper listener or whatever, he got mad when I told him the truth about Trump. Then he faded off into whatever, and tried to do his own thing, which is fine. Do your own thing. But you people need to understand, you need to let us do our own thing too. I don't care if a lot of you guys care. I mean, I don't care if a lot of you guys support this guy. I don't care, whatever. What I'm trying to do is tell you the truth about the process and about how you got to be some kind of stupid if you think that people like JFK can not take on the New World Order without getting killed. People like Bill Cooper, who isn't even on this type of status but was really a dangerous man, can't, as far as exposing their corruption and exposing their system and everything they're doing, he can't do it without getting killed. They don't go after little people like me because we have a little following. And even if they do, whatever. What I'm trying to say is this type of thinking doesn't make any sense. You all think if somebody does a recount, but your vote for the president doesn't count also again. I don't understand how you can claim to be a Bill Cooper follower and be caught up in all of this hype about a recount when your vote for the president does not count. It doesn't elect the president. The electoral college, the votes count, not yours. So You're just as insane as all these people who think that all of this CV bullcrap actually makes sense, that you can go from having to wear something because it's going to protect you to you don't have to wear it anymore because you get something stuck in you to protect you to, oh yeah, it escalates now, mutates or whatever. So now you have to wear it because the thing that we gave you that said was going to protect you from all this stuff won't protect you anymore. You have to wear the other thing at the same time because they couldn't get enough people to fall for their Candyland drug. How some of these people y'all call themselves truthers, I have no idea. When they cannot stomach the truth. How some of them call themselves adults and tell their children that their vote matters and all of this stuff when it doesn't, I'll never understand. But this is the ass backwards world that we live in today. This is my only option now. Running my mouth here because on that Alex Jones is a shill what is it? YouTube channel. I got, got my first strike. You get a warning strike, which I didn't even know that I had until I looked on the other day, and then apparently I just got my first strike over the warning strike was over a video that's already on that channel, and so is the first strike. Not on that channel, but it's already on channels, multiple channels. So, whatever. I mean, but you got pictures of Trump with people who he's throwing up so many of the signs that clearly states who he's with and what side he's on. But they don't care about that. They're so brainwashed by he's a newcomer, he's not like the rest, and so on and so on. And then that Cooper clip about if somebody comes in and says it's not like the rest, and if you guys know that clip, the one clip that they're gonna play on now, but Cooper actually talked about Trump. I gotta find that video. I gotta find that episode. It's hard to find a lot of this stuff because it's hours and hours of broadcast, and you never really know because he goes off on some broadcast and says things that don't have anything. Not goes off like fuss people out, but he goes on certain broadcasts and just certain subjects come up, or before you introduce a subject, so it's like he's not necessarily talking about, like, you can't just type in the title, like Cooper talks about Trump wouldn't be in the broadcast because Trump wasn't that big of a name back then and wasn't even in the mix back then, but Cooper still had something to say about him. And I'm not saying it was good or bad, it was just at the time it was the truth. Just like what I'm saying right now about him is the truth. Just like I don't care for the Alex Jones fanboys who want to get mad when I tell them the truth, I don't really care too much about you people who want to get mad when I tell you about Trump. The only person who is going to save us or save you is you. Have you ever heard you're your first responder? That's why you should stay armed. Not get rid of guns or ban guns and so on, so get you a gun. Because when you got a couple of seconds to make when your life is on the line, in a couple of seconds, the police are how many minutes away? The ambulance is how many minutes away? You never know. That is the same with what's going on right now. Cooper saying we need to lead ourselves. And I've been known that, like, lead yourself. I have a lot of friends, they're all sellouts. None of them like me. I tell the truth. A lot of my family don't like me. Don't even want to really have anything to do with me because I tell them the truth that they don't know about. Because again, them and my friends just sit in front of the television set all day. Anything that makes them informed, soaking it up like the sheeple that they are. You need a real reality check. Somebody needs to break you down to size. And I don't even understand why somebody would have to do that when you should know yourself that nobody cares about you. But for some reason, you guys actually think. I mean, there are certain people who care. There are only a few people who actually care about you and other people. The majority of people in this world only care about themselves. All the politicians and stuff, they say what they are told to say. If they go off script, they'll be written out of the script. Come back in. If they come back in and try to chase up from the inside, they'll be eliminated. Or somebody will turn on them. How can you be a truther and not know these tactics? I get a headache dealing with these people, y'all. I get a freaking headache. And this is all I can do now because they tripping on my other channel. So it is what it is. I just sit back and watch things, and now I'm just gonna use this channel, my voice, to speak out because I'm sick of the bull crap. Let's see you censor this, YouTube. Now you really gotta find a way. Now it's gonna be extra hard for you to do it, ain't it? My screen's black. All it is my voice. I spell and code word and stuff. You can't say I'm violating your terms and policies and all that other bullshit. Now, I know you're going to try to find a way to do it. Just piss me off some more. Back to the sheeple. Nobody's trying to pick on anybody. Nobody is trying to tell you what you have to believe. All I am saying is look into people more. Look into their schools, the schools that they went to. Look who they've hung around. Look at the signs that they flash, and it's all there. I know you don't want to believe it, and you're going to keep on saying, no, make it stop. And, plug your ears because you're too much of a coward to stand on your own, yet you think you need somebody else to stand up for you. Or you need somebody else to lead you. And you get mad at people who don't need that, and mad at people who are willing to say all of us together, we need to start standing up for ourselves and leading ourselves and coming together as a people and doing what we got to do to overthrow all of this crap. Because it's just nonsense now. I know you don't care. A lot of you want to feed into the nonsense. So you can pick a side, like we're in 6th grade dodgeball recess. And you think you're some kind of adult. You think you're some kind of truther. You think you're some kind of person in the political, you're somebody on like Candace Owens sell out lying behind. You look at all the sheeple who go down and look at the comment section, people like that. She should be the next president. She's nothing but a sellout like the rest of them. Man, we live in not only the Twilight Zone, some of them still live in Candyland and Willy Wonka's chocolate factory. And they think the world is something that it is not and has never been. And by this point in time, you got to be some kind of idiot to think that it is what they think it is. But the sheeple are going to think what they want to think. They are going to continue responding, even if they could just easily just tune out of all the news programs, tune out of all the bull crap, and nobody would even know that any of this crap is going on or any of this thing existed and everything. If they did not watch television or not paid attention to mainstream media, period, their worlds would be a lot better place. Or if they did, if they actually tried to, even if they do, if they actually looked into what they're being told, what they're listening to, then their whole world would be a lot better. They don't understand the people who claim to be making it better and claim to be on their sides are the ones who are against them and making everything worse, promoting everything that they claim we need to stop and change in America. If it wasn't for them, these things would not even exist. And that's why they talk about it. And that's why the sheep will listen to them. And all the way to the New World Order slaughterhouse. Without a care in the world. Except for thinking somebody cares about them.